Madness. I said, yo, me like me up. I want to be live, but I swear not easy. My best rapping, my home, and I'm yelling, and my girl was doing, I'm bringing no profit. On my way, people calling me names, all the trouble I see, I ain't do at a piece. When they're suffering, the sources I can't pay the code, only how I get paid. She know I live on my hustle, pay. They pay, and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool, everything I have a CC. Too much rushing, I probably chasing. One day. One day.
I'm also gonna pay one day. Enemies can gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Enemies can gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so angry. My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on and miss. So I'm on my way. 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 I'm my way, this is why I said I don't give her money. Don't give her money, don't give her money. I won't make my man happy. Won't make Baba happy. Won't make all my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Yeah, I'm feeling cool. Why you know you hustle? Why saying the book by the Genesis? Shall come at the fire, shall come at the power. I feel I be working on Wednesday. In my love for the mind, in my love for the mind. All in the dark, all in the week, all in the Sunday.
My mama was so angry.
No for air.
My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on and miss. So I'm my way. 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 I'm my
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Today, I'm at Kebe's African restaurant on the other side of Providence. And she is right here. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Kebe McCann.
Now, Kebe has been here for a while, and this is one of our Liberian restaurants. So, Kebe, tell us how long you've been in this spot and why you decided to get into business.
I've been in this spot for 14 years now. I decided to open this restaurant because of helping people, going out and feeding the homeless, and we need a place where the food be cooked. And and I opened this restaurant. Since then, I'm still at the same place, 850 Admiral Street.
So how has the community responded to your effort?
Well, the community has responded greatly to my efforts. I do successful feed the homeless, and people have embraced the business, and it led me to move forward to Liberia to open an orphanage for children in Liberia.
Wow, you have an
All
orphanage?
from this restaurant.
You're kidding me.
And because of the customer has been very nice to me and loyal to me, I was able to go to Liberia 3 weeks ago and open an orphanage in my late mother's name, Eugenia Bright.
Wow. Where is the orphanage?
In New Georgia, Liberia.
Wow. So what message do you have for your customers?
Well, my customers are very loyal to me, and they are very faithful. They always help me when we're doing the backpack giveaway for children every year, which will soon be coming down end of the month. And then we give the food away, the turkey and chicken in November. And because of the customer, all the tips they leave and all the encouragement help me to promote this business and do what I'm doing moving forward. So I love my customers, I love my neighbors, and I love everybody in general.
We thank you very much for your efforts.
Thank you, and God bless you too.
Thank you too. Let the people see the delicious food you're fixing here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. What a beautiful Saturday morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. It's in the upper 60s degrees in Providence, Rhode Island right now. So if you're up, it should be nice enough to go out. Start by walking, running, just going out and enjoying the air, the nice air. You know I've been there. I get up and do more things before most people do before 9 o'clock in the morning. I've done almost a whole day's work. I'm a soldier. Ha! Well, let's get my show on the road. Today's topics. My Liberian people, be true to thyself. That's from the Bible. Be true to thyself. President George Weah is not a good image or precedent for Liberia and Liberian people today. He's not. 2, Dr. Glenn S. Prescos, COD, Prescos Community Self-Help Vocational Baking School on the Buduburam Refugee Camp in Ghana. Let me correct that on this page here before it drives me nuts. Please, my people, bear with me. At least I can't see it. Okay, Prescos. Yep, thank you for your indulgence. Okay, here we go. So, those are my topics for this morning. Let me take my coffee break, and we'll be right back to start my show. Let's talk about this thing. This is some serious business we have to talk about. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. I'm at Flames, the Jamaican restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm here with the proprietor. Ma'am, could you kindly tell us your name and how long this business has been here?
My name is Sophia, and this business has been here for 6 years.
What kind of support have you received from the community?
Great support. We receive great support from the community.
And especially the African community?
The African, the Spanish, and then we're close to the hospital, so there's a lot of people that come by from the hospital. All different culture.
Wow, that's
Everybody
nice.
want to try something new.
Yes, I just took a shot of some of your food here. It seems very delicious, and I've had some of them too. Some of your meal.
Yeah.
What message do you have for your customers?
They could come anytime. Come anytime. We treat our customer with great respect.
Thank you very much, Sophie.
You're welcome.
And I hope you have good luck here as long as you're here.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, dear. Thanks.
It's good to be back. Okay, I told you it's in the upper sixes in Providence, Rhode Island. It's kind of nice out here. So let's start my topics for today. My Liberian people, be true to themselves. President George Weah is not a good image or president for Liberia and Liberian people. Liberia is too rich a nation for the masses of Liberian people to be so darn poor. That's a fact. That's the fact. Elliot Cummings said this, but that's not his saying. All Liberians who are conscious of where our nation should be and is today have said this. We have all said it. We have all said it. And it's a shame. It's a shame that we have a nation has to come down to this. Our government officials being sanctioned for stealing under Ellen time, under this man time. And it's ongoing because these three people can't be the only three people. Samuel Twe not on that list. If Samuel Twe were on that list, we would say, yeah, maybe it's concluded. But as long as Samuel Twe and all the other criminals running around here not on that list, you know more names coming on that list. Because Samuel Twe has stolen just as much or more than the three people they name. And my people, let's be honest to ourselves. This is not right. This is not justice. This is not truth to ourselves. It's not. How can we live in a society where people just steal? And as Elliot Cummings said, people justify the stealing and they use past examples to justify the stealing for the day. And that shit, excuse my expression, excuse my French, because I can't use no other word for French. That shit got to stop. It got to stop. What my father's crimes got to do with me benefiting from stealing today? No, that's not how the world works. We work to change things. Elliot Cummings said that too. That doesn't mean I support Elliot Cummings, but he said it in his last message. And I'm just using it. I don't support anybody right now. You know? But the point is, the man is right. We cannot use the crimes of the past as means of justifying our actions to steal today for our country. No, that's not how it works. That's backward thinking. That's why I'm telling you, man, all these young children and idiots we got in our country taking us backwards. We need mature thinking minds in our country. We need people to set our country on the right trajectory. And let me tell you something. You can get mad at me. You can say all kind of things. That is the fact. And I ain't going to mix my words for y'all to say I try to please y'all or I try to make things better for me dealing with y'all. No, that's not how it works for me. When I'm more truthful to you, I'm better able to deal with you as a person. But I can't deceive you and deceive myself trying to work with you on a deception. No, you have to know the truth of our country and where our situation is today before we can move forward. If you don't know what problems exist in our country today, how can we move forward? And this is what is killing our country, because every time we try to bring the ills of our nation that have been committed by these criminals against us, people want to silence us and say, oh, that past, let's move forward. No, we cannot move forward until we deal with the criminality in our society today. There's no way to move forward. People have stolen. People have murdered people. People have tried to hide their criminality by doing all kind of illicit and criminal acts. And you say we should forget it and just move forward? What about those people who have been hurt? What about the families that have suffered, hurt under these evil people? We just forget it and move forward? Our nation can't work for that. And let me tell you, my people, my indigenous Liberian people, it's the time for you to wake up. My indigenous native Liberian people, it's time for you to wake up. The first two leaders of indigenous descent have failed the indigenous populace and the Liberian people. Yes, Samuel Doe benefited from foreign countries killing our president and him coming in and taking over to lead us into a new era. He failed. He failed. But that was our first indigenous leader. And because of the ills that have been done to our indigenous society over the years, we accepted it. And we're willing to work with him. I accepted it. And I was willing to work with him to change our country. But when I saw that, like they teach us in the book, you can't take a blind man and put him in the light. First of all, it will blind him even more. Then when he does start to see, he can't see clearly. And before he can see, our nation is destroyed. So they took this blind man who was a high school dropout. He came, took over our country, was blinded by the light of the civilized world. He adjusted to it somehow, but his ills could not permit him to last long because of the crimes he committed. Then when he got there and saw how he could prosper and enjoy his position, he didn't want to leave. He started killing opposition people because he knew that the acts that he had committed that were against our laws and constitution were going to hunt him by the people that were going to take over after him. So he had to preserve himself in power for life. He thought he could do it at Tutman, but he couldn't. He wasn't blessed like Tutman. Tutman was blessed. Tutman was totally blessed. People don't get those kind of chances to lead a nation for 30, 40 years. Only a few people are blessed to do that. And Tutman was blessed. And none of us can do that again, except the Liberian people totally blind and stupid. So Tutman got away with it. Doe couldn't get away with it because that was a blessing for Tutman, not for Doe. You see, Ellen Selves came and deceived us, told us she coming to save the people, the very people she deceived, the very people she betrayed. How she would come back to see Talbot when she joined Barker's Matthew to fight Talbot. Then she said she come back to save Talbot. I mean, see, that's why maybe I stay out of everything. I'm not foolish because I know that this thing we're going through right now after the coup, it will take years for us to come back to our senses, for our people to grow up and realize what happened, because this whole thing against Liberia was intentional to kill our president, destroy our country, so other people can have access to our resources because of our blind society and blind young children. And this is what happening today. People selling our country for little or nothing because the president blind, the government stealing, all of them rogues. By the time we wake up, we had no country. So here we are, as I was saying. My indigenous people, you gotta wake up. Indigenous Liberian people, you gotta wake up from your slumber. You gotta wake up and face reality. 2 leaders have failed us. Samuel Doe failed us. Now this other baboon gonna fail us. George Weah, he's gonna fail us. And this is not a good representation of our indigenous people. Our indigenous people got good, sound, educated people. Why are we taking the worst among us to lead you? Why are we going down to the lowest people in our society to lead us? Doe came in by force. I can't believe the Liberian people were there. He took guns and came to power. And we learned from him. We saw how his ignorance and blindness killed our nation. Because of his ignorance and blindness, he had no love for our country. He had love for himself to promote himself over our country. And this is what happened in our country again. In my indigenous people, you got better people to lead our country, man. You got sound, educated people to lead our country. Why are you people giving us the worst slum people in our country to lead us and steal from us like baboons? Why, my indigenous people? Why? Why? You people can't wake up and see the light? This is not Congo people thing now. This is indigenous people thing. And it's on y'all. You're destroying our country. You're killing our leaders. You're killing our children. You're killing our country. You're destroying our levels of education. My country people, it's on y'all. It's on y'all, my native people, my indigenous people, whatever you want to call yourself. It's on y'all. 2 leaders now have failed us. Y'all need to remove this criminal and bring in a leader that will free our indigenous people of this stigma of incompetence, stealing, murders, and corruption that overclouds them and our nation. The time of the Liberian people is now. You'll either wake up or God will wake you up. Or God will wake you up. This is a promise. It's not a warning. It's a promise. Wake up or God will wake you up. Our plight is not over. We cannot live in this day and age as animals and criminals and thieves and liars and deceivers of our own people. We can't. And our people cannot be the bedrocks and sponges of evil, sucking in all the evil, taking every step on us. We can't be that way, man. We are sponges, just sucking in all the evil, the people throwing against us, sucking on all the bad things, all the corruption, all the murders, and we're just sucking it in and taking it and taking it and taking. When are we going to get mad and say enough is enough? We are human beings and we deserve to be treated better. This is a tribal thing you're living on. This is why you're trying to treat this tribal man with respect because he tribal. You think that make you any better than the Congo people or make you look any better in the sight of the Congo people? No, it's making you look terrible. It's making people want to come back and take over our country from you. You better wake up, man. It's not right. It's not right. You can't pick the voice in our society to lead us when we have competent, eloquent, indigenous Liberian people among us. Why you go and take the worst? Why we go and take the worst? Why is there a curse in our nation? Is it because of the many gods we have and we lie and say we believe in Jesus Christ and we know we don't believe in Jesus Christ? We're all Juju people. Is that the fact? We think we're deceiving God, but in actuality, we are deceived because our people have let us down. Our leaders have let us down. Foreigners got to come in our country and teach our leaders about fairness and honesty and trustworthiness. My people here, give me a break, man. Are we that bad in Liberia? Are we that going down and low down and dirty in my country? Foreigners got to come and do everything for us? Come on, man. We deserve better. George Weah is not the man to lead us. George Weah is not the man to take us to the next level. George Weah cannot even lead a damn dog pen. We got this man leading our nation. Enough. It's enough, my people. Y'all got to listen to the voice of wisdom. Enough. It's enough. We got too many outstanding, highly educated, traditional Liberian people who can lead our country far better than this idiot. Why do we have to go to the lowest in our society to lead us? Why? Why? Football are football, man. Government are government. We got to know the difference between the two. If you don't know the difference, then you're too immature and stupid, and you need to be punished. But we've been punished enough, man. We can't be punished any further. You got to come to your senses, man. Football and George Weah are one thing. Leading our nation and bringing empowerment to our people is another thing. You can't mix the two together. They are two separate and distinct things. You cannot mix them together. Open your eyes, my Liberian children, or you will feel the consequences of your blind actions. The time of the Liberian people is here. The time of true Liberian people and patriots is now. George Weah is not a product for our future. He must resign now or be impeached. All the whole Republic of Liberia must rise up and say no more, no more, no more. We're tired with ignorance. We're tired with rogues. We're tired with criminals. We're tired with petty thieves. We are tired with these leaders leading us today. We deserve better. Rise up, my Liberian people. Rise up, my Liberian people. Rise up, my children. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta continua. My class on this topic is done. The students of the Buduburam Vocational School, named after Dr. Glenn S. Prescos, are doing extremely well. They're about to graduate in the next few months. I don't think all of them will graduate because some of them have started slacking off. And we can't give certificates to people who are slacking off, except they can go do their own business because they can bake right now. Many of these students can bake on their own right now. And some of them are doing it already. So maybe they feel they don't need to come to school no more. But graduation is in 2 months. And we had to extend it because some people needed more practical training. So, and some of them still want to learn other things. So this is, when is this debate? This is peek in the blanket or something, blanket or something that they call it, but he will tell you what it is, okay? And this is not a normal thing to do, but they insisted they wanted to do this yesterday, so they did it. So check it out and see how they're improving.
All I want you to put in there.
Oh, we are not ready to do so.
So you're doing paper. Prescos.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
You call him, please. Why you calling him? This is sausage roll, right?
Damani, and they come and help me out every other weekend. I am out here in Roger Williams Park across the street from the tennis court every other weekend, Saturday and Sunday, mostly every single Saturday for the summer, throughout the summer. So this is my small shop. I sell lashes, suitcases with waist beads, lip gloss, lashes, healing bracelets, waist beads, the last pouches. I'm making bracelets right now at this moment. I just made 4. And I have a whole bunch of waist beads in this box right here. These are scrunchies. Literally, I have a whole bunch of varieties. Baby bracelets, this is what they look like. Healing bracelets, that's what they look like. And that's pretty much what I sell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me get this off the screen. That's my show for this Saturday morning. I hope you have a good morning and enjoy yourself today. Be safe. Safety first. Okay? And Liberia needs love. Liberia needs love. And Liberian people need to show love to our country by selecting the leaders that we need to take us to the next level. It has not happened yet. We got to get rid of this leader. We got to demonstrate that we have the power in our hands for our country, not these people. And when we say go now, we may go now. Our luta continue. Have a good day. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. I'll see you Monday.